So you're sitting at your desk and you're reviewing your list of tasks for the day. With each hour that passes, you mark one task off and yet two more appear. You talk with your team, you talk with your boss, and everyone is having the same problem. As you look at your to-do list, you worry that you're not spending your time efficiently. Some of your responsibilities are foreign to you, and you feel like you're building a bicycle and riding it at the same time. Next month, you have to complete your department's annual budget. You carve out an hour every day to focus on it, but you're distracted by other projects, and math is not your strong suit. You think of your neighbor Sandra, an accountant, and wish she would suddenly appear to take on the responsibility. Now, consider she could appear. Imagine that Sandra, or someone like Sandra, had a role built into your organization to use her specific skill set to serve your organization. With her help, you would focus on what you're good at. You would feel like the work your team is doing is making a tangible contribution to your organization's mission, the same mission that attracted you to join the organization. By engaging Sandra and other skill-based volunteers, your organization could operate as a service enterprise. A service enterprise is an organization that fundamentally leverages volunteers and their skills to achieve its social mission. This means engaging volunteers in every area of your work, from direct service to operations to administration. Research conducted by TCC Group and Deloitte demonstrates that nonprofits operating as service enterprises outperform peer organizations on all measures of organizational capacity, thereby allowing these organizations to more effectively address community needs and operate at almost half the median budget. When an organization leverages volunteers and achieves an effective volunteer management model, not only do they lead and manage their organizations better, but they are also significantly more adaptable, sustainable, and better resourced to do their work, and therefore able to sustainably go to scale. Research conducted by Deloitte identified the following 10 characteristics as consistent and critical practices for nonprofit service enterprises. Planning and development. Developing a strategy and infrastructure for mission-driven volunteer engagement. Leadership support. Demonstrated executive commitment to volunteer engagement. Resource allocation. Allocation of resources, time, money, human capital, and tools to volunteer engagement. Tracking and evaluation. Determining service value, tracking volunteer retention, assessing the quality of volunteer experiences, and monitoring the outputs and outcomes of volunteers in meeting the mission of the organization through a volunteer tracking system. Outreach. Ongoing outreach and volunteer recruitment to sustain ongoing volunteer engagement. Funding. Fund development for volunteer engagement. Effective training. Train volunteers and the employees that manage them to effectively fill their positions. Onboarding and supervision. Matching volunteers to appropriate positions, clarifying their roles, orienting and supporting them throughout their time with the organization. Technology and communication. Using best practices in technology and communication to enhance volunteer engagement. Partnering to extend reach. Creating a participatory and mutually beneficial relationship with the community to increase community engagement and reach. The Service Enterprise Initiative is a California volunteer social innovation inspired by reimagining service and led by Points of Light. The Service Enterprise Initiative strengthens the capacity of organizations through a comprehensive research-based assessment, training, coaching, and certification model. Organizations introducing the initiative to agencies in their community are witnessing fundamental changes to how they are strategically engaging volunteers. To learn more about this initiative, go to www.pointsoflight.org/service-enterprise-initiative.